Okay, so my general thought going into the season about Texas Tech was they're going to be good. I'm not sure how good. I'm not sure how much of my emotion I'm willing to invest in a team that is actively investing in their team in a way that is new for them, and there's so much new to go along with a lot proven as well. Going to Utah, I think is difficult for basically everybody. Utah has been running the ball really well, has been playing good defense, and there was something about Texas Tech in the mistakes they were making, obviously in the way that Utah wasn't able to move the ball all that consistently on offense, and then dealing with a quarterback injury and ineffectiveness from the passing game, and then to finish after three tight physical quarters the way that they did downfield fearlessly with a second year quarterback coming in cold, again, in Rice Eccles.
Yeah.
There was something about Texas Tech's performance in a really, frenzied environment with I think what Big Noon was in Salt Lake that they answered the bell in a very big impressive way to me. And so that specific win coupled with I think what TCU was able to do today
Yeah.
makes and they don't play each other, I don't believe, during the regular season. And then how ASU finished against Baylor in an absolutely losable spot. There was a lot not fully answered, but I love the data we got from the Big 12 today.
Yeah, I agree on the Texas Tech front. I mean, why don't we start there since
Yeah.
this was one of the games? There were 3 games in week 4 between ranked teams, and this was one of them. We previewed this sort of in advance on Tuesday, did a little bit of a deeper dive, but
Yeah.
Tech ended up winning this one 34-10, but it was a 13-10 game with about 10 minutes left. And it was at that point that Texas Tech ripped off 21 unanswered. They ended up winning this one going away. Um, to your point, there were 2 elements of the way that Texas Tech won this game that really impressed me. The first, obviously, was Will Hammond.
Yeah.
Okay, Will Hammond is the backup quarterback. He comes in after Behren Morton bonks his head on the field. He is absolute money. I think he started 7 for 7.
Yep.
Gus Johnson at one point on the broadcast called him Johnny Unitas, which maybe not want to go that far, but I don't think it's wrong to draw a loose comparison to Will Howard
Right.
with the way that they used him in this football game. They put him on the run a little bit. He obviously was very, very accurate. We've seen elements of that. I saw that full well in the national championship game, what
Yeah.
Will Howard, the best of Will Howard could do. So Will Hammond stepping in, as you said, on the road, Rice Eccles, big spot, game on the line. The way that he stepped up in that moment, if you're a Tech fan, you're thrilled because quarterback depth right now around college football is hard to come by.
Right.
So whether it's Morton, whether it's Hammond moving forward. By the way, are we going to go Bill Hammond? Are we going to do the Will to Bill conversion?
I mean, there's something to play with the word ham in there as
All right,
well.
we'll workshop that on
There's
the
a lot.
slide. But
Yeah.
regardless, him stepping in and doing what he did, I thought was damn impressive. The second thing, and we're not used to talking about this at all with Texas Tech, but let's credit the defensive line,
Yeah.
which played really well. Definitely held up its end of the bargain against a Utah offensive line that I think many of us had pegged as one of the better units in the country.
No double digit runs for the
No.
Utah, the number one, I believe, most efficient rushing attack in America heading into this game. Obviously, opponents are not the highest of quality heading into the Texas Tech game, but Utah was doing for the most part really, really terrific things on the ground. And Texas Tech absolutely up front, especially the inside of that defensive line, just making a ton of plays.
Made an absolute ton of plays, especially up front. But I would say for the majority of this game, it kind of was a defensive battle. And I was trying to think back, like when was the last time we can honestly say that Texas Tech won a defensive battle? It's been a
Yeah,
minute. I can't ever remember, maybe in the history of us doing this show, dating back
sure.
to 2008, having a conversation like that about Texas Tech. That's just not been
Good
their vibe.
question.
But they
They've
have
had good defensive players. They've had star power on defense, but as a collective unit, nah, it's been a minute.
We've never really looked to Texas Tech as this team that's going to win a defensive struggle, and they found themselves in one against generally a pretty good defensive team
Agree.
in Utah, and they were the ones that emerged victorious. So I credit them a lot. Who knows if it's the coaching or the investment or the depth that they've built up, whatever it is, those guys I thought really came to play, and they finished strong.
Yeah.
So from that aspect, yeah, I was real impressed with what I saw out of Texas Tech. I was not impressed, by the way, with Devin Dampier and the Utah offense. There's like a weird thing that goes on with the Utah offense and especially the quarterback position where every new Utah quarterback over time becomes every old Utah
Yeah.
quarterback that we're accustomed to
What did
seeing.
we used to say? Rutgers just has an ongoing rotation of Gary Novas. Was that our old? Yeah.
It's just a generic Utah quarterback who sort of has the attributes, and if you don't have them at the start of the year, you will by the end.
Right.
Devin Dampier, he
A
wasn't
tall
good.
version, a short version, like a thick version, a lean version. Somehow they all have the same strengths and weaknesses. Yeah.
It's incredible. So, I mean, he had a couple big plays, but mostly as a thrower, kind of inaccurate. I thought looked overmatched
Yeah.
in this game. And again, I just came away damn impressed with Texas Tech. So 34-10 was your final score in that one. We can't knock
I
off.
came away with the fourth quarter of Texas Tech's offense. The Behren
Yes.
Morton version, and I hope he heals up, was not crazy inspiring.